Hey, record loving friends, this is Brian from Tokyorecordstyle. I am in Shimokitazawa on このグラウンドなんていうの?
場所?
うん。
Akichi, Shimokita線路街 Akichi.
Akichi. This is where the Odakyu Line used to be, the Senro, where the line went all the way to the station, but some years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, the Odakyu Line got put underground, and there was a big debate on what was going to happen. Where the train line used to be, there was going to be a big highway through here, there was going to be a green street, and right now, Akichi is the new name of this kind of temporary plaza where there is some cool pop-up restaurants and food trucks, and tonight is the Shimokitazawa Moon Art Night. And we've come here before, but I am back here at this incredible installation by Jerram. And this is one of the highlights from the Museum of the Moon is the installation's name. And I just was coming here to do a little vox pop on the streets of Shimokitazawa, but I happened to see an old acquaintance of mine that I know from the venue where I used to host, well, I still hope to host, our event, Top 5 Records. And that's Yuka-san, and she is the manager and director, producer, works with the Odakyu Company, which I think is beyond a train company. They do a lot of different development type projects and real estate type projects. It is a special chance that I could get to talk to her. Now, I'm looking here at the poster board for the Museum of the Moon, and while I show you this incredible, enormous suspended moon that is like an optical illusion. It's so huge and really fantastic, and it's been hanging here for a couple of weeks, and it will be here for a couple more. I think the last day is October 3rd, and it comes out at certain times of the night and then it goes away, so you can only catch it at a certain window of time. So let me read to you a little bit about it. It says, measuring 7 meters in diameter, the moon features detailed NASA imagery of the lunar surface at an approximate scale of 1 to 500,000. Each centimeter of the internally lit sphere sculpture represents 5 kilometers of the moon's surface. Over its lifetime, the Museum of the Moon will be presented in a number of different ways, both indoors and outdoors. As it travels from place to place, it will gather new musical compositions and an ongoing collection of personal responses, stories, and mythologies, as well as highlighting the latest moon science. The surround sound composition is created by BAFTA and Ivor Novello, award-winning composer Dan Jones. I'm actually quite happy to share about it because I actually haven't seen many people talking about this on YouTube or out there, and I've only seen people writing about it, so it's an opportunity for me to get to show it to you. I'm going to read to you a little bit more about the background of it, and then I'm going to see if I can track Yuka down. And there might even be a performance happening here tonight, and I may have just timed this video so we might be able to catch a little bit of the performance. But it says here, throughout history, the moon has inspired artists, poets, writers, and musicians the world over. Different cultures around the world have their own historical, cultural, and religious relationships to the moon. In more recent history, the moon has been a site for ongoing scientific exploration. Museum of the Moon, this piece is named by British, I want to say, artist Jerram, allows us to observe and contemplate cultural similarities and the differences around the world, and consider the latest moon science. Depending on where the artwork is presented, its meaning and interpretation will shift. There's a bit more details here about when it will come out, and a little poster board here that explains about the Museum of the Moon. You can check out more details about it at museumofthemoon.com, and good on Yuka and her team at Odakyu for putting on this installation for the 4th year. Oh, okay, this is the performance that might be happening right this very moment. I'm not sure, but there's an interesting gal with a lantern, and she seems to be doing a kind of dance, and she might just be somebody who's feeling inspired by the moon, or she might be somebody who's actually affiliated with the Shimokitazawa Wide Festival of Moon Art Night. I can't quite get the name right. Okay, it's illuminated from the inside, and its details 7 meters across. Each centimeter represents something like 5 kilometers. I've forgotten what it was, but it's very cool. Everybody's out and enjoying it. There's some string lights and some t-shirts and some vending going on. And here we can learn all about the different installations. いいですか? ちょっとビデオしてもいいですか? I know this is part of the Shimokitazawa Night Art Moon Festival. This is the 4th year that it's happening. And there are places all across Shimokitazawa where you can see different light installations. This one, I'm really excited to see. That one, maybe I'll take you around. So Yuka's here. Let me talk to Yuka. Hi, Yuka. Ii desu ka? This is Yuka. She's the tanto of she's the manager and director. What's your official title? Nani? Director, producer, co-producer. Producer of Shimokita Night Art Moon. Omedetou, congratulations, your 4th event.
Thank you.
Sasuga, right? 世界のどこでもなんか最近 light festival boom あるね. There's like a little bit of a light festival boom.
だんだん増えてる。
Okay. How many different installations are there? いくつの events がある? 2 major installations.
インスタレーションは
3, okay, and also, but I see like Nansei Plus, Tenfu Lounge, Event Reception, Iro Mustard Hotel. Okay, so these are just the points.
this one.
Okay, so it's like a whole citywide. Okay, so when does it start? Itzukara. Okay, so from September 19th to October 5th. So that's about 2 weeks. Okay, so there's stickers and there's English information, Google Maps, and you can see all the different places. There's a lot of information. Awesome. Okay, so they have some like placards that you can check out all the information in English. Sasuga, nice. Okay. English information. So come to the ticket counter information right here in Akichi. Come to the Akichi Food Truck Plaza and to the information booth and ask for some English information. It looks like there's about like 10 gallery spaces where you can see. Is it all light installation? Hotondo naka teimo wa nani? What's the theme of the event? It's all light, moon. Okay, it's all moon type events. なるほど。なんで下北?
下北はビルディングが低いんですよ。
Ah, that's
で
interesting.
空が広いから、
Okay.
大きい
Ah,
作
okay.
品を置くと
なるほど。
すごく遠くからでも見える。
Okay. So because the buildings are not too many stories tall, we have like a slightly bigger sky here in Shimokitazawa, so we can see the installations like the Museum of the Moon. It's very cool. Okay, oh, there's food. Okay, there's lots of food. All right, heaps of special, okay, there's like special like moon-themed drinks and moon-themed food. And okay, I see carrot cake. I see full moon ice cream. Baked sweet potato. Okay, lots of delicious foods and collaborations with the. Okay, groovy. Hey, I want to do a collaboration. Tokyorecordstyle collaboration もやりたい。
コラボレーション。
来年なんかあります。
来年
なんか頑張ります。なんか予定が
やれたら
後でちょっと説明します。Okay. じゃあゆかさん本当にありがとうございます。Thank you so much for. 他におすすめ。What do you recommend that I should go see 今夜なんか今夜のインスタレーションは何がいいかな? Okay, Neko, where's the cat? Schrödinger's cat. Doko, where is it?
ボーナストラック。
Bonus track. Okay, over by Pianola Records. Yeah, all right, we'll go over. All right, groovy. Well, 本当に皆さんありがとうございます。ごめんなさい、外国の人。すみません。Yeah, thank you. ゆかさん本当にありがとうございます。頑張って。Maybe I'll see you again. Okay, thank you. ありがとう。No, the performance live. さっきのこれから。あ、彼女。なるほど。Okay, we got her. What's her? Do we know her? Naka Tama. What's her name or what's her? Do we know her theme or her? I heard cat. Okay, Cat Town. Okay, sound immersive theater. Sound wa doko? Amari kikoenai. Silent version.
今日はそうサイレント。
Okay. So Cat Town. We'll have to look it up. Shimokita is a mysterious town haunted by cats. Okay. So there's a whole theme here. This performance is called Cat Town, and I should stop talking so loud and let people enjoy the performance. すみません。ごめんなさい。ありがとうございます。Okay. See you guys. 本当にありがとう。Bye. Okay. 本当にありがとう。Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the station and do a little vox pop, but I'll come back a different day and finish this video up. But I just am happy to share with you Luke Jerram's Museum of the Moon. It's really, really fantastic. I hope it can come to your town someday and you can experience this. I think he's done a couple of different versions of this, or there are other artists who are doing kind of similar installations where they make these giant interiorly illuminated, oversized artworks. I think we had one in the city a few years ago, a giant head that was floating around, and we didn't even know what to make sense of it. It seemed like it was some alien thing that was floating across the cityscape. So a very cool part of our city. It's the 4th year of the Moon Art Night. So stay tuned for more. I'll be heading over to Schrödinger's cat over in bonus track a little bit later. All right, bye for now. Hey there, I'm back here. It's actually the day after yesterday. Behind me over here is Shimokitazawa Station and Docomo Tower, and this is where the Odakyu Line used to run, and now they turned it into a lovely green street, and it happens to be the location of bonus track, this new really cool DIY sort of mixed use retail space where Records is, and where they have an annual record fair here in Shimokitazawa, and it is the second half of the Moon Art Night Shimokita Festival, and I have come here to just show you one other exhibition from the festival. There are many more, and I would love to show you them all, but after Luke Jerram's Museum of the Moon, I just am going to show you one more by Nelly Ben Hayoun-Stépanian. Forgive me for getting that name really wrong, but this is Schrödinger's cat, and it is a really enormous inflatable cat that is part of the Moon Art Night Shimokitazawa Festival right here in bonus track. I'm going to walk over to it and show it to you. I'm going to read you a little bit about it and about the artist. Nelly Ben Hayoun-Stépanian, PhD, is a multidisciplinary artist, filmmaker, and cultural activist whose work spans art, science, and society. Their practice explores how humans relate to space, technology, and culture, creating immersive platforms that support freedom of thought, accessibility, and public engagement. Based in London, they investigate decolonial futures, intergenerational trauma, and the intersections of science and the arts, challenging conventional narratives and rethinking the relationship between humans, art, and the cosmos. Okay. Projects have premiered at MoMA, V&A, Met, the National Museum in China, Gait, Lyrique, I don't know. Okay, they've collaborated with NASA, cool. The UN and underground communities worldwide. They founded the tuition-free University of the Underground, NASA's International Space Orchestra, and the LGBTQA+ festival Tour de Moon. Their films exploring diasporic and queer eco-feminist futures have screened in South by Southwest, Frameline Munich Film Festival, and the BFI London Film Festival, earning BAFTA and Grierson nominations. Wow. Okay, they have also broadcast music from Piccadilly Circus to the moon and led missions aboard the International Space Station. Wow, very cool. Okay, so there is Nelly Ben Hayoun-Stépanian. She looks very cool. And here is Schrödinger's cats. There's 2 of them. They're very cool. Okay, so lovely. I'm really curious how these artworks get made. And I want to be a little bit mindful of my own voice, because everybody here is enjoying quietly. And wow, it's beautiful. It's really nice. And there's kind of like almost a rainbow iridescent light, I'm assuming, from the LEDs inside. It's probably putting off a big spectrum of light. I don't really want to touch it, but okay. There was something similar here last year, and wow. Okay, even Schrödinger's cat has whiskers. And I don't know super well about Schrödinger's cat, but of course it's to convey the notion of quantum mechanics, and Schrödinger's cat, I think, is inside a box, and we don't know if, well, we should say that Schrödinger's cat is both in a state of being alive and not alive, and it isn't until we open the box that we can see that the state that the cat is dependent upon our observation of it. That's essentially what I think the Schrödinger's cat is about. And there seems to be a little, what could this possibly be? There's another little, it looks like it's a hammer, and it looks like some paraphernalia. Oh, I should know what it is. It's probably has something to do with the thought experiment of Schrödinger's cat. I think you can bonk it if you want. Okay, there seems to be like a hammer that with a string tied to it. Okay, all right, I like it. It's really good. Nelly-san, very nice job. We like it. This is the other sort of main exhibit here at the Shimokita Moon Art Night Festival that's going on until October 3rd. So if you're in Tokyo, please come to the area on the other side of the station by Reload, and over here on the other side of the station, the southwest side where the bonus track complex is. And I'll just walk you over here through bonus track. I'll tag the videos. I've made a couple of them here. Here is a vegan American Chinese restaurant that's closed, Oscar. And here is a gallery where part of the record fair happens. There's a little pop-up gallery. It looks like they have some kind of like character. Oh, it smells really good. I'll just show you the bonus track. Let's see if there's any bonus track gallery 2 grand open. Oh, there's another area. Okay, very cool. There's new stuff coming. Bonus track gallery 2 grand open. All right, groovy. Members. All right, there's like a shared workspace of some sort. All right, so it's growing and getting more activated. That's really exciting. Okay. Oh, it's really lovely. It's just a lovely place to come enjoy. And when we came here for the record fair, where all of these tables are essentially like little pop-up record booths, and they're all very cool. Here we have like a Hunko department. I brought you here before, but they have some fairs and goods made from local producers, local farms and makers, and they've got the paper chochin lights out here and little sort of DIY restaurants that just hold about 2 or 3 or 5 people at the most. And then you can order some food and come back and enjoy here in the courtyard. It's very, very nice. Okay, so I don't really see anybody that I know, but I see a lot of people. And I'm just going to give a shout out to Pianola. Pianola Records. Let me just say what's up. Konbanwa. Genki. I'm just coming to see the installation, the Schrödinger's cat. Yeah, quite cool. Genki, I'm doing making a quick video. You want to say hello? Hello, Dake? Okay, I won't bother you. Come to Pianola and come say hello to Yohei-san. Really groovy record shop. And I will tag the video that I've done here before, but one of the really, really cool shops in Shimokita. I'll come again soon. See you next time. Bye, Yohei-san. Yeah, he's just getting ready to wrap it up. But I can see also he's kind of leveled it up a little bit. Pianola is really a one-of-a-kind record shop. Really one-of-a-kind here in Shimokitazawa's bonus track. Okay, so that's the end of the little plaza. And maybe the part 2 area is what is opening up over here. I'm not really sure, but this is all new and exciting. It's all the kind of new school Shimokitazawa. None of this was here when I moved here. And I'm so actually happy to see it thriving. It really is like, it really has blossomed. And, you know, the new coolest neighborhoods in the world list from Time Out just came out this week. And Jimbocho, which ironically is where I'm heading right now to go to exhibition opening, was ranked, I think, number 1. It was the new coolest neighborhood, and it's where all the bookstores are, the used bookstores, and it's not a young, hip part of town per se, but it's, I think if you're kind of like over the young, hip parts of Tokyo, the Shimokitas and Koenjis and Nakanos, Jimbocho's pretty cool. It's like old school cool. So even though Tokyo is changing a lot, it still is like Schrödinger's cat. It can be multiple things at the same time. And actually, I'm really happy to come here because I've had a couple of days of deep contemplation about personal stuff, relationships, and I think Schrödinger's cat actually can give me some perspective about how two things can be true at the same time. And in this crazy moment in time that we're living in, where everything is so polarized, maybe there's a lesson for us all in Schrödinger's cat. So go check out Luke Jerram's Museum of the Moon, and check out Nelly Ben Hayoun's Schrödinger's cat, and several of the other major exhibitions here at the Shimokita Night Art Moon Festival. Congratulations to Yuka-san and the team at Odakyu for putting on a really great festival, their fourth year in a row, and it's going until Sunday, October 5th. So you have a little bit of time to come, and it's growing. There's like collaborations, little sundaes and pancakes and various things that they're doing with collaborators. Oh, there's even a cool Nirvana t-shirt. Actually, there's like, I don't know what this is about, but my wife says she's gonna come here and get a t-shirt for her and my son. They have a collaboration with the MTV Nirvana Unplugged. I'm not exactly sure, but on the back it says Over the Moon. So they're doing some interesting collaboration. I'm kind of tempted, a little tempted. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me on another little adventure. I'm off to a bookstore opening. Not sure if we'll make a video, but it was good to finally get another one in the bag. I've been doing so many live streams, and it was just good to like make a video, tie a little bow on it, and get going again. There's more stories I want to tell in the city. So thanks for coming along on this one. Like and sub and share and comment and tell me what you think. And when you come to Japan, look me up, and I'd love to take you around and share with you some of these things that I love about my city. Okay guys, until next time, I will see you in Shimokitazawa. Bye.